I signed up for Tactical Arbitrage and I can say nothing but it's mostly garbage. I do high five figures monthly right now with online arbitrage. It won't even find my own profitable products when I specifically target the same store and category. It also doesn't know how to separate bundle listings from single units. It will add a buy cost of 1 unit of $3.99, but it's sold in a pack of 3 on Amazon. It will show you your buy cost $3.99 and make it look like it's profitable when it's not, because you have to buy multiple units to actually sell that bundle. My question is Source Mogul the same? So obviously I've done this video already, right? Like I've covered Tactical Arbitrage and Source Mogul, what my opinions on both softwares are, right? Like the pricing structures, how much they obviously cost you, the effectiveness of the software, and my own personal experience with both of them. So I definitely recommend that anybody has a question about this, go check that video out. I will make sure to drop that down in the description if you're interested, right? So that said, to answer your question specifically, if I've ever seen issues with specific variations or like bundle items on Source Mogul, no, I haven't, right? So to answer your question, is it the same? I've never personally seen that issue on either Tactical Arbitrage or Source Mogul, but since you're basically saying that you see it, frequently on Tactical Arbitrage, I personally have not seen it on Source Mogul, okay? The main issue that I see some people having with Source Mogul is they forget to update their lists all the time, right? So for example, if you're in the Source Mogul software and you scan a list or you scan a couple different lists and you look at them, right? And then you come back like 3-4 days later potentially, or even like a week or two later, right? And you try to look at that same list, a lot of times you're going to be wasting your time because you're looking at an outdated list that was scanned 2 weeks ago using the product data and the Amazon listings 2 weeks ago. And so the data is going to be off, the information is going to be off. And so what you need to do instead is you need to constantly update your list, right? That doesn't mean you have to log on every single day to Source Mogul and update every single list, right? That's not what I'm saying. But what I am saying is if you're about to scan a list for like Home Depot, for example, right? Or any of the websites that Source Mogul covers, there's hundreds of them, okay? What you want to do is you want to scan that list ahead of time right then and there, because it only takes you about like anywhere from like 2 to 10 minutes potentially, at least in my experience, even with the big stores, right? And honestly, like what's basically going to happen when you do that is you're going to get the most up-to-date product info and comparison of those products in that store specifically versus the products on Amazon. So that's the major issue that I see with Source Mogul. But if you're doing that and you're updating your product lists, you won't run into those specific situations. But honestly, to ask your question, because it seems like you're kind of looking for to answer your question, because it seems like you're kind of looking for some reassurance on like, is Source Mogul worth it? Should you actually go ahead and purchase it? My best suggestion would be try it out, okay? They have a free trial. I've covered it in that actual video. I'll link to the free trial as well for Source Mogul down in the description if you want to check it out, okay? There is a complete free trial for Source Mogul, so you don't actually need to go in ahead of time and be like, I need to pay for this just to find out if it works. You can log in, use the free trial, find out yourself if A, it works, B, you like it, and C, it's something you see yourself paying for long term, or at least for the next month or so, right? And then ultimately decide for yourself, okay? I personally think it's worth it, but ultimately everybody should decide for themselves and figure out for themselves if they want to pay for it.